Welcome to round 2 of the playoffs right here on the Grit and Grind. But before we break down this week's episode, we got to give 2 shout-outs. First one, congratulations to the Rocky Mount Griffons Lady Flag football team for being this year's Nash County champ. Daryl, that trophy's on the way, Rocky Mount Griffons. It's on the way to bring to you by the Grit and Grind. Also, shout out to our good friend, Coach Jones, head coach of Faith Christian School, by sending a helmet to the Grit and Grind for his patients to be on the Grit and Grind. Faith Christian, welcome to the Grit and Grind. We're so glad to have you a part of this show. But Daryl, it's round 2 of the playoffs.
Round 2 of the playoffs.
We got a lot.
Yeah, we got
what we got this week?
We got recaps from last week game.
Big games.
That
was a big game. Enlow, Panther Creek
game there. And we also talking about marquee games of the week and our primetime game of the week for this year.
I cannot wait for the primetime game this week. They have been waiting. We ain't even going to tell you who it is because they know who it is. Yeah. And if you saw it on Grit and Grind Podcast TNC, you know it is. Grit and Grind, round 2 of the playoffs. Let's go. Welcome to round 2 of the playoffs right here in the Grit and Grind. Daryl, we had a great round 1.
Yeah.
And I like the way how you explained it last week, Daryl, because I like that format. You said last week, not that many teams were playing because they had buys.
Yeah.
Won your conference championship or you won enough games, you got that bye week. But if you won those teams playing, it felt like the play-in game.
Yeah, that's what
it felt like, a play-in game.
That's what it was. It was that play-in game because, like you said, a lot of teams had buys. But then those teams that was playing last week, that first round of playoffs, felt like that play-in game. And now here we are.
Now it's time for the tournament.
Now the tournament starts, and round 2 is going to be big. But before we can even talk about round 2,
we got to go back to last week, Daryl.
Definitely got to go back.
Let's jump into the Grit and Grind Rewind. Daryl, what a big week. And the game I want to talk about is those Franklinton Red Rams. Ram Nation, stand up and stand proud.
They stood up.
28-6 beat Grays Creek. Franklinton just played a good game. First time they won a round 1 game in the playoffs in a while. Grays Creek were 4-6. But that was one of those games. Franklinton was a good team, but a good Grays Creek team came down to Franklinton to play them, and Franklinton could have just got caught up with the emotions. So much going on. Round 1 of the playoffs, we're hosting. Our crowd is here. Mom, Dad, Auntie, and Uncle, Grandma, and Grandpa, Nana, and Papa, all of them out here in the stands. And it could get to you, but they didn't.
But Franklin was able to come and take care of business. And like you said, 28-6. And Grays Creek came down, but Franklinton
just played a better game.
And was able to come out with that win. And just like we were saying, that play-in game to go to that second round.
And if you're Franklinton, Daryl, when I looked at this game, they were able to put up 15 points in the second quarter and 13 in the third quarter. And also play a good, solid defense to hold Grays Creek from scoring in that third or fourth quarter. So when they came back at halftime, they made a few adjustments. Because you knew Grays Creek was going to come and make some adjustments. Down 15-0. But they were able to keep their composure and win this game. Franklinton moves on to the second round.
This is what you want. This is what you want.
Yeah, because play or go home.
Play or go home. And that's why you love this time to see.
That's it, because there's so much on the line. Daryl, we had another game, and we were at this game right here. Enlow versus Panther Creek. Panther Creek was able to defend their home turf and beat a very good Enlow team, 27-14. And let's talk about this game, Daryl.
Yeah, and this game started off with Panther Creek Woodard running for a touchdown.
There it is.
And they were calling his name out all night long.
All night long.
Because he was basically hitting the end zone. But if you, Enlow stayed in this game. The game was close with Chase, White, Johnson. Those guys kept playing and running through. And it was close at halftime. Just a play here or there, and it could have been the other way around.
You felt like in this game, you saw right there when Enlow scored a touchdown with the quarterback, that Enlow was getting back into it, but there goes Woodard once again with a big run. Every time Enlow just made an inch to give themselves a chance to get in this game, they would get the ball to Woodard, their playmaker, and he would do exactly what he was doing. Shout out to the cameraman right there, ducking the running back when he was coming in on that play.
And like you were saying, Shawn, the way that Enlow was playing and also Panther Creek in that second half, Panther Creek just opened it up a little bit more, was able to get some first downs on some stops that unfortunately Enlow wasn't able to stop them on. And that it was 1 3rd down, and I think it was like 3rd and 12.
Yes.
And Enlow wasn't able to get a stop. But Panther Creek took advantage of that, was able to get the ball in the end zone, and basically come out with a win.
And if you're in low, Daryl, yes, your season comes to an end in round one of the playoffs. But you had a great season.
That's what I was going to say.
You got something to build on next season.
You got something to build on next season. Good season for Enloe.
Yes.
Big time win against Broughton.
We were there. I said that was one of the best games I saw this season. Broughton versus Enloe. It would win that trophy this season for me.
Yeah. And so Enloe has a lot coming back
as
far as players coming back, the coaching staff, what they got. They building a program there.
They are.
And Enloe's going to be right there in the mix for them.
And we cannot wait to get back to Enloe next season. But if you're Panther Creek, you had a great game, a good home game. We enjoyed being at Panther Creek, had a great time hanging out with the coaches, the fans over there at Panther Creek. A few of them I knew from around my ways in Wilson, Nash County, that's now living up in that area, playing for Panther Creek. But Panther Creek played a great game. But Daryl, let's go hear from the winning coach from Panther Creek as he talks about this game and now preparation for round 2 for his Catamounts of Panther Creek. Welcome back to the Grit and Grind Friday night primetime game of the week, the Panther Creek Catamounts versus the Enloe Eagles. Coach Crocker, congratulations on a hard-fought win tonight, sir.
I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Coach, week 1 of the playoffs, round 1. What was the mentality getting you guys ready for another hard game right here at Catamount Stadium at Panther Creek?
Well, you know, we knew that, Enloe's been battling all year. They're a tough, gritty group. So, we wanted to come out and match their intensity. So, we preached all week, just let's fight, let's do what we do. And, if we could control that, we thought we would like how the ending would be.
And, Coach, on the defense side of the ball, Enloe's got 2 good running backs. Y'all was able to stop them tonight. What was your game plan coming into this game?
Well, our game plan was to really corral them and then rally to the ball. They do a great job of getting those guys in space. 4 is quick and he's tough. He's got great balance. We wanted to make sure that those guys had to make cuts and if all possible, make them cut it back in, not out, because we didn't want to get in a foot race with them.
Coach, getting ready for round 2, another week coming up in the playoffs. What's the preparation this week for Panther Creek, Coach?
Well, there's so many tough teams in the East right here.
Yes.
I think we got Millbrook coming up, and they're no easy task. So we've got to go really get into the film, see if we can see any holes in that group, because they're so tough. And then we're gonna come back out and just ask our guys to just fight like crazy.
Well, once again, congratulations, Coach, on a hard fight win.
Right.
We'll be checking in on Panther Creek next week. Now back to the studio.
All right, thank you.
Daryl, we just heard from our good friend head coach, Shawn Crocker from Panther Creek Catamounts. And like I told Coach Crocker at the game, hey, you got the right name, Shawn. Need more Shawns in this world right here. So that's why the Panther Creek is winning, because the coach named Shawn Crocker. You need more Shawns in this world. But good game for Panther Creek. Like we said, Enloe hit them with everything they had.
They did.
Just ran out of time. They was getting close to the game, just could not close in that margin. But Daryl, let's go hear from our Grit and Grind Friday night players of the game right here from the Panther Creek Catamounts. Welcome back to the Grit and Grind. It's time to meet tonight's Grit and Grind primetime players of the game. Who do we have right here? Who is our grind player?
Travis Woodard.
And who's our grit player?
Darius Smith.
Travis. I believe it was 3 touchdowns like that I counted. Exactly. 3 touchdowns in round 1 of the playoffs. Just tell me, how were you able to continue to get so open in that hard defense that Enloe run that Panther Creek offense?
It's just got to all come down to the line. They're a really good offensive line. They love to block. And I was able to make up space and get free.
And Darius, on the defense side of the ball, you got the interception late in the game that kind of sealed it for y'all. What was you thinking when you got the interception, and what was y'all mindset coming in on the defense side of the ball?
To really just keep playing our game that we did the first half and hold them and just get one more stop for our offense to go down and score again and seal the game.
Once again, we want to thank y'all for being tonight's Grit and Grind primetime players of the game. Best of luck to Panther Creek next week in round 2 of the playoffs. And one thing we can say in Panther Creek, they're not playing basketball yet, are they?
No, sir.
Now back to the studio. Well, Daryl, we heard from our Grit and Grind Friday night primetime players of the game right there. Both of those young men were the reason why Panther Creek is able to move on to round 2. They got Millbrook this week.
And that's what I was going to say. You're moving on to round 2, but you got a good Millbrook team waiting for you. And if you're Panther Creek, this is opportunity.
It's a big opportunity.
Yeah, this is a big opportunity.
Because we saw Woodard can open up and read the field and get in those lanes to score touchdowns. And we saw that the safety right there, the critical interception that stalled out that Enloe drive.
Right.
Enlow was driving the ball, and
Yeah.
if they would have scored right there,
They-
could have
yep.
been a different story.
Totally different
He
story.
set up in the right place, and you always say in the playoffs, it's about making the right time, the right place, and the right play at the right
That's it.
time. That's what he done. We'll get ready to hop into a commercial break right here on the Grit and Grind, and then we'll be back to see who was this week's Grit and Grind Road Warriors of the Week. You're watching the Grit and Grind on Studio 67.
This is Darius Wilkins, defensive coordinator, and you're watching Grit and Grind.
Discover your purpose in science. Determined to help others heal. Ignite your purpose through culinary creativity. Fuel your purpose in technology and innovation. Your purpose starts here at Nash. Visit nashcc.edu.
Welcome back to the Grit and Grind, Daryl. And as we're in the playoffs,
Yeah.
you're going to have a lot of teams right now going on the road, playing in a different environment, and having to come out with a good win
Yeah,
to
definitely.
continue their season.
Yep.
That's what the Road Warriors is all about. We brought this segment throughout the season. We thought we would continue it throughout the playoffs. So, Daryl, when you look at round one,
Yeah.
a lot of good teams playing.
A lot of good teams was playing.
Who was your Road Warriors?
My Road Warriors team this week is going to be South Granville versus West Alamance.
Got to be. Go
Because
Vikings.
The Vikings took care of business, and I think we got some footage of this as well. But, I mean, you got number 15, Reed, that quarterback, throwing to Thornton, number 4, for the touchdown. And that was just an example of how this game went for the Vikings. It was a tough game. They got into the playoffs
Yes.
with a big-time win against J.F. Webb.
There goes back.
And it's about momentum. And
That's
this
what
team
you want.
reminds me of J.H. Rose last year.
They got
As
hot at the
long
right
as
time.
you can get in and get hot at the right time.
You can have a deep run.
South Granville's had some injuries early in the season. They're playing some good, inspired football right now.
They are.
But they got a big challenge coming up this week against Rocky Mount.
A very big challenge where they got to continue that road campaign of
Yeah.
going on the road. And the question will be when we get to the picks.
Yeah.
I'm going to just leave it as I got to pick on that game.
I got to pick on that one
I'm
as
going to
well.
save it. I know we ain't at the
Okay.
marquee, but I got to pick on
You
that
got to
game.
pick, okay.
I'm going to have to save it.
All right, so who was your Road Warrior team?
Daryl, I got 2 this week right here, and the first one goes to Coach Line and the Yellow Jackets of Roanoke Rapids.
Yep.
During the interview last week, Coach Line said it best. It's hard to go to a place and play a team that you played 3 weeks ago
Right.
that you had a letdown game. You were leading at halftime, and then things just didn't go your way the second half. Nash Central was able to jump out and beat them. But to come in the dog pound,
That's a tough place to play.
we've been there. It's a
Yeah.
tough place to play.
Yeah.
Crowd loud. Everybody's going. They're running the ball, running that wing
Yeah.
T offense. And to get a win, and when I look at Roanoke Rapids, Daryl, they have not beat Nash Central in a few years. You got to look. First game this season, they lost 14-12. Then they lost 47-21. They won this game 14-12. They lost 47-21 throughout this season. Then last year, 35-10, 23, 53-14, 22 season, 47-8. 22 again when they played them in the season. That was a playoff game.
that was a- I was gonna say, that was a playoff
21-17. Then in 19, the year that Nash Central had to go at the Roanoke Rapids and stun them
Right.
to get in. That was their play-in game. They lost 19-17. Roanoke Rapids now has ended the streak of not being able to beat the Bulldogs and to come in their house and do it there. That's what makes them my Road
Yeah.
Warriors of the week right here. So shout out to Coach Line, the Yellow Jackets, Roanoke Rapids, extending their season. Because as I told South Granville, I tell Roanoke Rapids, I ain't hear no bell.
Nah.
One more game.
One more game. That's it.
Now my next team, Daryl, is a team that has not won a playoff game in a while.
Okay.
It is the Warriors of North Edgecombe. They have not won a playoff game since 2022, 2023.
Okay.
And that was the year they beat Kilt Pride to win that game in the playoffs back then. Daryl, they came to this game 1-9, 1-2 in conference play. They had lost to Washington County 10 on October the 3rd, 53-0 in Washington, in Plymouth. Then they came back and ran this game back because you know that one day so many teams over in the
Yeah.
East, that a lot of these teams you got to play twice.
You got to play them good.
They ran it back at their house in week 10, and they lost 34-22. That's a little
That's
improvement.
I was going to say, a little bit improvement.
Little
there.
improvement right there. A game that you could ask anybody when you look on paper, the Panthers of Plymouth was better, Watch County was
Right.
better than North Edgecombe on paper, but you got to sometimes ball paper up and throw it away.
Yeah, definitely.
You got to do it because
When
now
you
it's
hit
playoffs.
playoffs, yeah.
You got to
Oh,
throw it
that's
all the
all the
way.
way.
It's like regular books are gone, regulars are gone, ball it up, throw it away. For them to go to Washington and win this game in their house, 26-12, that was big for the North Edgecombe Warriors in that program. A lot of people saw this game that Washington was going to come in and just steamroll over them, and the Warriors said, no, we want to continue our season. Yeah. And that's what you have to do. You got to have that mentality when you go in there that we want to continue the season. So shout out to the North Edgecombe Warriors for going in Washington County and having the biggest upset of round one to me besides that South Granville, West Alamance won. Those were our Road Warriors of the week right there. South Granville, Roanoke Rapids, and North Edgecombe. We're going to go to a commercial break, and then we'll be back for those Grit and Grind marquee games of the week. And that Grit and Grind primetime game of the week right here on the Grit and Grind. You're watching the Grit and Grind on Studio 67. Let's go.
I'm an ex-drug dealer, and I'll be your sub today. Two milligrams of fentanyl can be lethal. A lethal dose is in here. Who gets it, I won't know.
It's cheap, it's potent, and it's profitable.
The sad reality is fentanyl is being mixed into everything now.
More kitchen now.
Welcome back to the Grit and Grind. And Daryl, it's time to find out those marquee games. This round 2 of the playoffs. Some teams already gone home. Some teams are trying to play and win this week to extend their football season, because that's what it's about now. How long can you extend your season? And we have a good one right here down in the North Carolina Independent School Athletic Association. 8-man football.
8-man football.
Has returned to the Grit and Grind.
Has returned because for everybody that's down part of the Grit and Grind, we started off talking about 8-man football.
8-man football was one of our big things.
Yeah, that was one of our biggest segments. So,
that was back in the days, old school Grit and Grind.
Yeah, so this right here, it just brings a little joy back to us.
It
Talk
does.
about 8-man football.
When we were talking 8-man football back then, Daryl, we had so many good times talking about these good teams that were playing good football that, you know, sometimes don't get overlooked, but so many games going on that they just slip through the cracks that you're missing. But we got a good one for round 2. You got the Faith Christian Patriots that are 8-3, coached by our good friend Coach Jones, heading down to Kinston to play the 11-0 Arndale Parrott Academy. Daryl, I'm the road team.
You the road team.
And I got to be the Patriots. I got to pack up and head down to Kinston, North Carolina to play some football. Coach Jones and his Patriots have been playing good football in this 8-man thing, 8-man season. That's why they're in the second round of the North Carolina Independent School Athletic Association playoffs. 8-3 overall, 2-3 in conference, playing good football at the right time. Majority of wins, though, when I look at this team, Faith Christian, come off 40, 50-point-plus game wins.
Okay.
So the kids down there at Faith Christian, they can light up a scoreboard.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Sounds like they can score like that.
The losses there, when I look at them, come to Cary Christian, 58-36, John Paul II Catholic School, 47-34, and then Arndale Parrott Academy, 22-14. But when you look at that last loss to Cary Christian, they're on a 3-game win streak, and when I look at this team, Daryl, Coach Jones got some ballers over there.
I was going to say,
he got some ballers.
I watched the video of some of their games,
and
they got some ballers, got quarterback play,
everywhere,
big time running game. They got
everywhere. They got Aiden Tyndall. They got Vincent Wilson rushing the ball and receiving. Paston Vick on that defense. Aiden Tyndall on that offense side of the ball. Jeremiah Keeney on that defense. Then you got Case Keenan in the secondary. This is a good team. And this is why they're in round 2.
Right. And
they play smart, good football. This is going to be a hard game. I'm not going to sit here and say this is going to be an easy test. They know this is a hard test because it goes back to what Coach Lyons said with Roanoke Rapids Nash Central. You lost against this team, but you lost by a touchdown.
Yeah, that's it.
Now you got to go to their house.
Now you got to go back to their house.
It can be a very hard task to win in their house, but I feel like they can do it. Now, my keys to victory for Faith Christian, this right here, Darryl. Rock, solid, hard, foundation, defense.
Yeah.
I'm going to say it again.
Yeah.
Rock, solid, hard, foundation, defense.
That's it.
Old school. That's what Coach Hopper would tell me back then. And then the next one, guess what, Darryl?
What's that?
Play Patriot football. And then I'm going to steal my last one before I pitch it to you to tell me about Arndale Parrott Academy over there. Is I'm going to use your sentence if I can borrow.
What's
Can I borrow your sentence?
Yeah, go right ahead.
Faith Christian, listen to your coaches and just do your job and be alert.
That's it.
Do your job. Don't worry about the man beside you because they're going to do their job.
Well, yeah,
you just do your job and what the coach asks you to do and put yourself in a good chance to win a good road game.
That's it.
Daryl, tell me about Arndale Academy.
Well, Arndale's coming in this game, like you said, 11-0.
Okay.
Their last game, they played John Paul, won 26-23.
That's a big win.
Big time win for them. Also, big wins throughout the season was East Carteret.
Another big win.
Won 28-27. And Faith Christian. They
That's
played earlier this year.
Faith
Christian came out with a win 22-14. Key players for them, it starts with their quarterback play in Christopher. He's got over 2,000 yards passing. That's a lot.
That's a lot.
He's throwing the ball all over the field.
He's slinging it.
Then you got Braxton Lofton-Myers, who's got 1,400 yards rushing, number 7 for them. And then that wide receiver, Barnett, 1,300 yards receiving. So they have playmakers on that offensive side of the ball.
You
and
just
they can
named
score.
three.
I just named three right there. And when you have a quarterback, I don't care what level you're playing at, if you can throw for over 2,000 yards.
You slinging the ball.
You slinging the ball. You're
all
getting it all over the field. So keys to winning this game for me that I see is that you're going to have to put pressure on the quarterback up front because Hinton for Faith Christian, 1,500 yards passing as well. He's a good quarterback. He can throw the ball. And then you got to stop the run. Number 2, Wilson, 1,500 yards rushing.
They can run the ball.
So, again, you got to do what you did that first game is just basically they was able to get 22 first downs in that first game.
Okay.
And then Lawton Myers was able to get 216 yards receiving.
That's big.
So that's the formula that you got to have coming into this game against Faith Christian. Do what you did in that first game, tweak a little bit here and there, play good defense, and try to come out with a win. But my biggest thing, you got to put pressure on the quarterback. You cannot let Faith Christian quarterback sit back in the pocket all day long and throw the ball.
He'll pick you apart.
All day.
I got to pick on this one.
Yeah, I'm going to say, I got to pick.
You got to pick.
But we got to wait.
We got to wait.
We got to wait.
I think you want to make that pick right now. Our next game, Daryl, is right here in the 9 dime. Heading back to Daryl's
second home.
His second home.
71st.
His second love, of course, everybody knows Southern Ash is his first home. His second home is Warren County Eagles and the 71st Falcons. They like his tie like blue side by side.
71st.
They're hosting a good game because they're hosting the 8-3 South Johnson Trojan team who's looking to come in to 71st in Fayetteville, North Carolina, and walk away out this game and want to be featured on the Grit and Grind Road Warriors this week.
That's it.
It's a hard task.
I was going to say, it's going to be hard because you're talking about 71st coming in this game, 8-2. They're the number 7 seed in the playoffs right now. Key wins for 71st this year was Hope County. They won 32-15.
Big game that we was at.
We was at that game. Jack Britt, 36-28 win.
Another big game.
And then that South Paul game, St. Paul, 34-14. That was a big-time win because St. Paul was, I think, came in second in their conference.
They did.
And 71st was first. But key players for 71st is that quarterback play, Watson. He's got 1,000 yards passing this season.
Yes, sir.
Typical 71st
Typical
quarterback.
71st.
Able to throw the ball, run the ball. And then you got 2 outstanding running backs in Franklin and Pond.
Sean Pond.
Hey, got over almost close to 2,500 yards rushing combined together.
Third Sean, we said on the show today.
So if you look at that, then that wide receiving core with Nance, Polk, Pond, again, playing good.
It's 71st.
Getting the ball, getting to it. And 71st is playing good defense. And what I look at with 71st, you had a bye. You had a chance to rest up.
That's the key thing.
Get refocused and get ready for this playoff run.
And we have heard a lot of coaches that had that bye last week said they played to try to get the bye.
Yeah.
So you could get that rest up week.
That's it.
And get refocused.
And so if I'm looking at this game for 71st, key things that I'm looking at is I'm going to have to slow down the run of South Johnson. South Johnson got a running back number 4, Langston.
Mm-hmm.
He's got over 1,500 yards rushing.
He can run.
He is fast, quick, and in open spaces.
He can get down the field.
He can get down the field, and if you're not in the right position, you're not going to be able to make that tackle.
Touchdown.
That's it. And so 71st fans that's watching this show, look at number 4.
Please do.
Please look at number 4 for South Johnson. Do not take them lightly because Langston can get open and he is quick and fast and can get down the field. So that defense of Gear, Humpburn, Graham, Vargas, Collins, Archer, got to play good defense and stop the run. And then after that, like I said, just load up the box and make them throw the ball on you.
You got to do that.
Yeah, I would just load the box up. And then I'm going to end with this.
What you got?
Tackle, tackle, tackle. You got to make open field tackles because if not, again, this kid Langston, if he gets open, he can be a touchdown. But Shawn, tell me more about South Johnson.
South Johnson Trojans coming in 8-3 right now to this game and have been playing good football in their conference. And before I break down the Trojans, I'm going to say something to the Trojans. South Johnson, seeing the green grind of Hillman. Let's make that happen next year. Come on, South Johnson, let's make that happen. Let's talk about it. But Daryl, when you look at this team right here, 5-2 in conference, they beat good teams.
Yeah.
I look at Midway, the Cowboys. That's a good program.
I was gonna say, that's a good program.
They beat Lee County. They beat West Johnson. But then they lost to some good playoff teams. They lost to Union Pines, the Vikings over there. Union Pines, a good program. Lost to the Fight Golden Demons. They went home round one, but Fight got to the playoffs and were playing good football. Then they lost to Harnett Central, another playoff team. With that being said, they are a good team. But this is the conference they play in. It's up and down. Some years you got a tough conference where you got some good competition.
Yeah.
Some years you got a year like they had this year where the conference just wasn't what it used to be a year or 2 years ago when they were playing at Quad County with ACOT, Hunt, and all those schools fight. But if you're this school right here, you were battle tested during non-conference. Had some good non-conference games. That Midway game, that's a battle test game.
That is a battle-tested game right there for them.
14-12, a close game. And the one thing I like about them is the close games, they can win. They find a way to squeak out a win. But when you look at this team, Daryl, you've already talked about Holt Langston.
Yeah.
He's the multi-purpose guy for this team. He lights up the scoreboard, receiving and rushing. You got Caden Odie on the defense side, Mason Weaver, Kashawn Alton, Isaac Barefoot, M. Johnson. They are a good team, Daryl. They won the games they supposed to win.
They won the games supposed to win. You cannot take this team lightly.
The ones that they lost were good playoff teams.
Right.
It's hard to look at this team and say that this is going to be a good, for lack of better words, warm-up match for 71st.
Right.
Because I really think this is a team that maybe in that first, second quarter could be in this game.
And
they could be in this game.
If you're 71st, that's not what you want.
That's not what you want.
You want to take that out in that first half.
They like to win close games.
Yeah.
The keys to victory for this team right here is number one. I'm going to just go ahead and say the first thing, Daryl.
What's that?
Can you slow down and stop
that
71st freight train? Because it's coming full speed ahead. That first offensive drive, Coach McLaurin is going to hit you with everything they got to see how do you answer when we come at you.
We have seen it several times.
We see it every time we go down.
Yep.
That first offensive drive, 71st want to hit you with everything they got. And they want to pretty much try to suck the wind out of it. Second thing I got, Daryl, what do you say? You don't have to shut them down, but can you contain and slow down Sean Pong? Third thing, don't let the fan base of 71st get to this game. Because when they get into it, it's hard.
It's hard, yeah.
And I'll leave like this, South Johnson. I'm going to give you some keys to wisdom right here. If the third quarter, we start getting Texas, you may need to figure out a different game plan to slow down 71st. I got to pick on this game, Daryl, but I got to save it. Daryl, our next marquee game before we get ready to go into our primetime game is the 4-7 Camden County versus the 10-0 Tarboro Vikings.
This one right here is, this is going to be a tough game.
A very tough game.
Yeah. Camden County coming in 4-7. Last week was against West Columbus. They won 30. Players, I mean, they got Riddick, Gibbons, Mitch, guys that have been playing good for them all season.
Yes.
Over 1,500 yards rushing combined. Keys to winning this game for them is basically just do your job.
That's the key thing.
That's the biggest thing. Do your job. Play assignment football. Stop the run of Tarboro, which is a hard task to do.
That's a hard task.
Play physical, and I would say cut down on the mistakes. This will give you an opportunity late in the game, but this is a big task for them. But tell me about Tarboro, Shawn.
Well, first thing with Tarboro is cut the light on for my Vikings, Daryl. Tarboro, 11-game win streak right now. They have just been doing good, playing Tarboro football at the best they can do. Big wins. And we talked about Tarboro on the show, so we don't have to go into a big breakdown there because everybody watch the Grit Grind know I talk about the Tarboro Vikings. Hunt, Rocky Mount, Havelock, 3 playoff teams that you were able to beat. Cameron McDowell Moore, Caden Everett, Kayavis Bridges, Kip Bitt Jr. You heard me talk about these kids all season when I talk about Tarboro. I'm just going to go right into the keys of it for Tarboro. I don't have to do nothing else.
Right.
Just play Tarboro Viking football.
That's
all you got to do.
That's all you got to do.
Just play Tarboro Viking football and make sure you do everything that you would do in a Tarboro game. I got to pick on that one,
I got to
Daryl.
pick on that one. Big time game.
Shout out to all my people. Viking for Christ, Star Vikes, all the people. Let Daryl know Tarboro Nation, Viking Nation still here. Now that's how about Grit and Grind.
Prime time.
Game of the week. We will be at this game, a very big game right here.
Big time game.
8-2 Louisburg hosting the 6-5 Jaguars of Farmville Central.
Yeah, we coming to the bird.
Coming to the bird for this game, Daryl. Big game right here, and I'm on the road. I'm the Jaguars, the Jags of Farmville Central. Come to Louisburg, and this is what I'm doing. It's some pride back around Farmville Central. I've been around that town. They take basketball very highly in Farmville Central, always playing for a state championship, and they take football very highly up there in Farmville Central. This team has won good games, and they lost to good teams. They lost to Tarboro, Wilson Prep, Kinston, South Central, and the Washington Pam Pack. All playoff teams there.
All playoff teams right there.
But what stands out to me to Farmville is on October 24th, you beat the Hot Green Central, 29-23. That's pretty much your game to get into the playoff.
Yeah.
Then you had to beat Aiden Griffin, 31-27. Then you beat Highest Track last week in round 1 of the playoffs, 56-28. We just said the best when it comes to playoffs, playing good football at the right time.
That's it.
That's what they're doing. They got good ballers over there, B.J. Gardner, Xavier Bottles, Royal Taylor, and Dante Edwards, and Nate Marshall. But the keys to victory for Farmville Central to go into Louisburg and win this game is just 2 things, Daryl.
What's that?
Run the ball. That's what they do best. And the second thing, slow down that Louisburg run game.
And
Coach Lassiter always got a run game.
That's what I'm saying. He's got a run game. That's going to be hard to do.
Very hard to do.
Yeah, I mean, Louisburg coming to this game, like you said, 8-2. Big time wins against Franklinton this year.
Very big win.
28-8. That was one of the biggest games that they won. You got Nash Central, Northampton, 2 other games. Key players for them is McKnight, quarterback / running back, because he
does it all.
Over 2,000 yards on running and passing the ball. And then Allen for them as well.
Very
running
good
game
play.
is over 1,000 yards. Keys to winning this game for Louisburg, it's the same just like you said for Farmville Central. Stop the run.
That's the key.
That's the biggest thing. Farmville Central got Gardner, Brown, Cotton, guys you just named, that has over 1,500 yards rushing. You got to be able to stop the run, and you got to be physical up front if you're Louisburg, if you come out getting the win against Farmville Central.
Right.
This is going to be a tough game for second round
playoffs.
game to have these 2 teams playing each other. But I got to pick on this.
I got to pick.
But we got to wait.
We got to save for the quick pick segment. And we're going to hop into a commercial break, and then we will be back for the Grit and Grind round 2 quick pick segment on the Grit and Grind. You watch the Grit and Grind on Studio 67.
You're watching Grit and Grind on Studio 67!
Nash Community College offers welding technology as a degree, diploma, or certificate. In this 5-semester program, students learn how to draw and read blueprints, the welding process, and welding safety. Students develop and master their skills in the classroom environments and real-world situations in NCC welding shops. With this degree or certificate, students can work as welders in a variety of fields such as construction, fabrication, and industrial maintenance. Most NCC graduates start out as entry-level technicians or welding apprentices working within the community. For more information on welding at Nash Community College, visit nashcc.edu or call 252-451-8270.
Welcome back to the Grit and Grind. We want to give a shout out to who, Daryl?
The Panther Creek cheerleaders and Inlow cheerleaders bringing us back this week.
Thank y'all so much for bringing us back, especially for this big set right here, the Grit Ground, round 2 of the playoffs quick picks. And as you can see, I have something in my hand.
You got a trophy in your hand.
And let us see how the overall was for the season. Once again, of course, you know we're not keeping tally. But overall for the season, once again, was well, just to remind the people of the Grit Grind Nation.
I think they know.
I think we should remind them. There it is. 2 years back to back.
That last week. They won't see it again.
Oh, they're going to keep seeing it every week. You're rated and defended back-to-back undisputed Grit and Grind quick pick champ is once again your boy Shawn. I'm going to go put this right here on the trophy case right here. We making room on the trophy. I didn't get 2 of them on the trophy case. Yeah, 2 of them right there. Yeah, we're going to make that happen. Jared, we got some good games.
Yeah. Playoff games ready to go.
Playoff games right here, and also we got playoff flag football games for the ladies. We'll be talking about that next week on the Grit and Grind and give you some more intel on that. But Daryl, let's jump right into our Friday night Grit and Grind round 2 quick picks for the NC North Carolina playoff. Howard 5-6 versus 10-0 Kip Pride.
Ooh, Howard got in.
They got in.
Got to win.
They got to win. Play-in game.
And now they got to play Kemp Pride. I'm going to go Kemp Pride. Last time I went against Kemp Pride, hey, they won.
They won.
So I'm going to go Kemp Pride this
I'm sticking with Kemp Pride. I'm sorry how much I want to take Kemp Pride for the win. 6-4 Southeast Halifax versus Wilson Prep Tigers. Wilson Prep started slow.
Yep.
Got in conference play, and now they're hot.
And they hot, playing good football.
Had a tough non-conference.
Tough non-conference. I'm going Wilson Prep, though.
I got to go WPA, Wilson Prep for the win. Our next game there, we talked about them. They were my Road Warriors right here. North Edgecombe came in, now have to go to Beargrass Charter to win a game. Will Lightning strike again and they become the Road Warriors for 2 consecutive weeks? Or will Beargrass Charter say, this is it?
I think they're going to say, this is it.
This is it.
There's a song, This Is It.
Michael Jackson, This is it.
This is it.
I am done.
I'm Beargrass Charter.
Beargrass Charter for the win right there. This is it. I am done. That was the retirement song. That was his retirement song. This is it. I am done. Beargrass Charter for me. There's one, Daryl. 3-8 Rosewood. Another one of those teams had to win last week to get to round 2, but they got to go play the hottest team in 2A football right now. The Eagles of Warren County in Warren County. Tough place to play in.
Tough place to play in.
I don't bus ride for Rosewood.
I'm going Warren County. You know, that's my second home. Too. Yes, sir. So, you know, that 71st Warren County.
They like this nigga.
What is what?
6-7.
Okay, Warren County.
I got to go Warren County on that pick right there. No reason we think twice. Long bus ride for Rosewood. Our next one, Daryl. 7-3. Pastank County versus the Princeton Bulldogs. 7-4.
This is going to be a good game.
In Princeton. Good game.
Second round in Princeton. Princeton's a team that's used to being in the playoffs.
This is nothing new. This is new. This is not nothing new to them. This is what they do.
I'm going to go Princeton.
I got to go Bulldogs Princeton. Tough place to play in. We've been there.
Been there.
It is loud.
Yeah.
You can hear them all the way down the highway at the stoplight by the Hardys. Horses. The Dark Horses of Clinton, 6-5, had to win a play-in game last week.
Yeah.
We keep saying, even though it was round 1, we like saying it was a play-in game because it gives you a chance to get going, to get you to round 2. But they got to go to Birds and play T.W. Andrews.
I'm going to go T.W. Andrews.
I think the Horses season started to all my Horses fans out there.
Yeah.
Great season right there, but I think it ends this week right here.
Yeah.
But hey.
And we could be wrong.
We could be wrong. Well, come on, Clinton. Make us a believer. They showed us that.
Yep.
Our next game there, Roanoke Rapids. They were my Road Warriors this week.
Yep.
Taking that road campaign all the way down to Vanceburg, North Carolina to play West Craven. Long bus ride for Roanoke Rapids.
Long bus ride.
Straight 95, 264. Nothing but highway.
I'm going to go West Craven.
I'm going West Craven on this one. I think West Craven just got something big down there when I saw him on tape. This hard pick be right here, Daryl.
Southwest Edgecombe.
My favorite Cougar.
Yeah.
Going to Bun, North Carolina to play the Wildcats of Bun in Bun Stadium.
This game right here is very interesting.
This is a big game.
This is a big game.
This is a big game.
Bun's in the playoffs.
Playing good football.
Second round, playing good football. Won their conference.
They did.
8-2. Southwest.
Been a quiet storm over there in Pine Tops. A lot of people have just been underlooking them. We've been talking about my favorite Cougar.
I don't know if I want to even make a pick on it, but I'm going to go Bun. I'm going to stick with Bun on this game. Bun's playing at home. I'm going to give him the home field advantage. I'm going Bun.
If this was at Southwest, I'd take my favorite Cougar. I'm going to go Bun because Bun playing at home.
Yeah.
I think the home field advantage helps Bun out. Southwest, I wouldn't be shocked if we be talking about you next week. Eastern Alamance versus the hottest team right now. in this area, the Wilson Warriors from Hunt, right here, the Hunt Warriors from Wilson.
Coach Juan got the guys playing some good football. They played a rival a couple
They
weeks
did.
ago. Got
Had
a
that
win.
bye.
Had the bye.
They wanted that bye. They
Now,
wanted that bye. They wanted the 1 seed. They got all of that.
They got everything they want. So I think Hunt's going to take care of business. I'm going Hunt.
The road to 5A playoffs goes through Warrior Stadium. I'm going hunting. Our next game, Daryl. Southeast Alabama had to beat Orange in the playoff game to now play Southern Nash at Firebird Stadium.
At Firebird Stadium, Southern Nash.
This is
6-4 coming into this game. They had a bye last week as well. This is going to be a very interesting game. I'm going to go Southern Nash, but it's going to be close.
Southern Nash for the win. Southeast Alabama has played a good game against Orange County.
Yeah.
Southern Nash be locked and loaded, ready to play football on Friday night. Our next game, Daryl, South Granville, your Road Warriors.
Yeah, my Road Warriors this week.
Versus the Griffons of Rocky Mount. We said it best about South Granville. Had to beat their rival to get in. Got in. Had to win week 1 to play in game to get to round 2. Will they extend their football season in the big city of Rocky Mount with the bright lights, or will it come to an end?
I'm going to have to go Rocky Mount in this game. I think Rocky Mount's going to be a little bit more physical up front.
Okay.
I think Rocky Mount defense is going to show up. I think they'll put more pressure on the quarterback than they've seen all season.
Okay.
So I'm going to have to go Rocky Mount in this
Final
one.
answer.
Final answer is Rocky Mount. Now, I could be wrong because I last week
We were wrong.
I was totally wrong.
I was wrong.
South Granville proved me wrong.
And guess what?
What's that?
I need an upset this week.
Uh-oh.
I have not called an upset yet. I thought it was going to be Broughton Leesville Road. This is the upset right here. South Granville goes into Rocky Mount and beats my favorite Griffons and a good team that I like to watch play football by a very close score.
Okay.
Beat them by 3, by a field goal.
Field goal.
Franklinton versus Williams. Franklinton headed up to Burlington. Williams, I've been up there.
Yeah.
Tough place.
Tough place to play.
Very tough.
I'm going to go Williams.
I'm going to go Williams. I'm sorry, Ram Nation. Prove me wrong. But I've been to Williams. Tough place to play at. Our next game, Daryl. James Rose, Coach Blaine.
Yeah.
Southern Alabama. We seen Southern Alabama play. I'm going to steal your sentence. They block like glue.
They do.
That's what you said about this team. They block like glue.
We saw them a couple years
We saw a couple seasons ago.
And
nothing has changed.
But I'm going to go James Rose.
Can Blaine go in there and beat him?
I think Coach Blaine, it's something about playoffs.
They just get going.
So I'm going to go.
I'm sticking with the Red Hawks.
It's going to be close.
Give me the Red Hawks and J.H. Rose. I'm sticking with Rose. This is that time of the year they make the most noise. Our next game, Daryl. White Oak versus Northern Nash. Good game. White Oak coming out of Jacksonville to play the Knights of Northern Nash in Death Valley. Good game right here.
Yeah, it's a good game. Tough place to play in Death
Valley.
Death Valley. Give me Northern Nash.
Oh, it's easy to pick me. Give me my Knights of Northern Nash. My next one, Daryl, is Sanderson versus Cape Fear. Sanderson had to get a win last week to extend their playoff.
Win for Sanderson.
Big win for them. They're not won the playoffs in a long time.
Buck and the Sanderson. This is going to be a big game for them.
Cape Fear.
I'm going to go Cape Fear, though.
Down.
I'm going to go Cape Fear on that.
I'm going to go Cape Fear. They're coming out at 9
but
down.
Sanderson is having a good season.
Had a good season.
Got into the playoffs.
North Hanover versus the Claytons in Clayton.
In Clayton.
C-O-M-E-T-S?
I was going to say,
or will it be New Hanover? What will it be?
I'm going Clayton.
Oh, you know me, C-O-M-E-T-S. Give me them Clayton comments. Our next one down, New Bern versus Southeast Raleigh. Another good game right here.
Big time game. Southeast Raleigh had to bye last week.
They did.
So second round, but their first game in the playoffs. We seen Southeast Raleigh up front. Coach Campbell's going to have those guys ready.
You have them ready.
I'm going Southeast Raleigh.
I'm going Bulldog Southeast Raleigh. Southeast Raleigh can have a deep run. You're talking about a deep run they can have. Our next game down, South Gardner, doing something they had not done in a long time. They won a playoff game last week at home. Something they had not done in a long time. But they got to go to the land and play the Rams of Cleveland in Cleveland.
It's going to be a big challenge for them.
Big challenge.
But I'm going to go Cleveland.
I got to go Cleveland Rams. Sorry, South Gardner. We come to see you next year. Our next game there, Panther Creek, we talked about them. Big game. Won last week against Enlow. Now they got to go to Millbrook. The road to 8A playoffs in the East goes through Millbrook.
And Millbrook is playing great football.
Great football.
Their defense is just been playing outstanding. Again, this is going to be a tough challenge for them.
Very tough.
I'm going to go Millbrook, though.
I'm going Millbrook on this one. Don't need me think twice. Panther Creek, great season. 83 Roseville, Daryl, having to go to Apex Friendship. Tough game.
Tough game. Roseville got a big-time win last week.
Roseville playing good football.
Playing good football.
Getting hot at the right time.
Best time you want to be playing. Coach Rack got the guys playing. I'm going Roseville. I'm sticking with Roseville.
I'm sticking with Roseville. They're getting hot at the right time. Our next game, Daryl, down there in the bottom of the 252, Kinston versus Midway in Dunn. So they're going to play in the 9-1-0, the 9 down. Kinston versus Midway, a big game.
Give me Kinston on that.
I'm taking Kinston on the upset. That quarterback, that wide receiver, take it like a
They got
scoreboard.
a combination going.
Now, there are our marquee games, Faith Christian 8-man football versus Arndale Parrott Academy. The Patriots versus the Patriot. So a Patriot will win this game, but which Patriot will it be? It will not be the New England Patriot, but it will be a Patriot.
It'll be a Patriot. And the thing is, it's hard to beat a team the second time.
It's hard.
With that, I'm going to go Faith Christian.
I'm going Faith Christian. I think they can go in and win this game. They only lost by a touchdown. I think they're a better team now than what they were the first time they played them. South Johnson versus 71st in the 9 down, Daryl.
You already know.
Do I need to talk about it?
It's 71st.
71st, get ready to hear that song. I told you the 71st was coming for you. They're going to be playing
from
it.
71st.
Get ready, South Johnson. You'll be hearing that all night.
Class of 89.
Now, Daryl, our next marquee game, Camden County versus Tarboro County. The Camden County Bears come into Valhalla and stun the Vikings, a place they have not lost at in a long time.
I'm going Tarboro. I got to go Tarboro.
It ain't happening.
I'm going to go Tarboro.
Tarboro Vikings.
I'm not going to say much.
Please don't.
Yeah.
Please don't do that. This is Grit Grind.
Prime time.
Game of the week, Farmville Central versus Louisburg. Of course, me and Daryl will be there covering both of these teams. So we will not make a pick on this game, but tune in next week to see how this game unfolded right here on the Grit and Grind. Daryl, we got a good primetime game over there in Louisburg. The Bird.
Bird. Coming down to Louisburg.
2 years in the making, but it's happening.
401. We've been saying this for what?
2 years, 2 seasons in the making. We are coming. I cannot wait to see Louisburg Coach Laster, all the good people in Louisburg. We had not seen them since the J.L. Webb game, so we cannot wait to be down there. Daryl, if you do not see your helmet, then let me tell you what you can do, Daryl.
What can you do?
You can reach out to Grit and Grind Podcast NC, and guess what? You can have your helmet on the show because the Grit and Grind is live from coast to coast, post to post, from Manio to Murphy. Also, drop in on Studio 67 NCC, YouTube, and Instagram to keep up with everything going on with the Grit and Grind and all other shows right here that are filmed at Studio 67 NCC. And then, while you're heading to that game to Louisburg, stop by Spotify and Amazon Music, search Studio 67, and you can get the audio version of the Grit and Grind right here to get you to your next game on Friday night. Daryl, I can't wait Friday night.
Wait.
I'm looking forward to going to Louisburg. But before I go to the Bird, I only got one more thing to say for round 2 of the playoffs this week.
What's
do
that?
you have the Grit?
And do you have the Grind?
And we'll see you for round 3 of the Grit and Grind right here on Studio 67 NCC.